So, dito sa ating architectural plan, so makikita nyo, itong design na to, is kumuha ko lang siya from the Arch Daily. So, nag-search ako, ano ba itsura, or ano ba yung concept, science and technology building, and ito unang lumabas. So, kaya ito yung pinapakita ko. So, makita nyo yung design is very futuristic and ibang-iba doon sa design na meron tayo, which is more similar sa DepEd na school building. So, ito is parang talagang, may budget, and talagang ang ganda ng itsura niya. It looks something out of the future, ganun. Mapapansin mo pa lang sa design niya. Tapos, ito yung parang naka-cantilever siya. Now, I don't know a lot about architectural design. Pero based sa mga napapanood ko sa YouTube is kapag pagdating sa architectural design, they're trying to do something na parang innovative, na it could cater to the Filipino audience. And at the same time, and in the same time, para meron silang sustainable, ganon. Yung silang environmentally friendly na goal, so on and so forth. So, yun siguro yung goal for the architecture thesis na syempre, hindi naman yun yung pinaka-focus natin as engineers. Ang focus lang natin is to provide the plan and to provide the design pagdating sa mismong structure, mga structural elements. So, pagdating sa architecture, ang pinaka-focus nila is yung aesthetic or yung parang ano yung design philosophy nila. Ganon. Siyempre, kasama sa architectural is yung structural. Pero hindi naman nila dinidesign yun eh. Ano yung magiging actual na itsura, ano, size ng mga column or mga beam. Pero syempre, meron silang ideal na size na, para kunwari, pag sa architectural, meron kang minimum dimension ng CR, gano'n. So, parang as sa kanila, sa architect, parang kung titignan mo size ng mga beam, mga column, mga typical size lang din. Pero syempre, as engineer, ang goal lang din natin is yung typical size ng beam, typical size ng column, gano'n na what if steel siya or what if concrete siya. So with regards to that, we need more research na bakit ba natin na ginagawa? Bakit na merong concrete? Bakit na merong steel? Bakit hindi pwedeng concrete ang gawin natin? Ba't hindi pwedeng steel? So actually, hindi ko din alam ang sagot yan sa tanong mo. So that is why I'm going to try to learn talaga na within this week is meron tayong maaral or meron tayong ma-provide na sagot sa mga tanong na yun. Kasi kung hindi makasagot yung mga tanong na yun, how are we able to finish this research? Diba? Kasi kumbaga kaya tayo nag-aaral is for us to learn. Kung nagtatrabaho tayo, you don't need to learn eh. You just have to execute and execute without thinking. Kasi mula, syempre, meron kang may isip or thinking stage na paano or kumbaga pinag-aaralan mo pa lang yung work eh. Pero as time goes on, repetitive na lang yan, napaulat-ulat na lang yung mga tasks. Ganon. And kumbaga, it's no longer about the learning. It's just about the act of doing and paano mo mapapabilis yung task na ginagawa mo na merong same quality. So, tayo kasi, since student tayo, so we are learning so much. So, we are learning and we are doing. And I will admit that that is hard. It is hard for me to learn all the time. And tapos, i-apply mo yun kaagad sa ganitong kalaking project. So, kumaga malaki siya and malaking task siya for me. So, that is why in-explore ko yung mga possibilities na simula pa lang dito sa architectural pa na ano ba yung pwedeng maging paano kaya mag-isip yung architect about dito sa tinatayo natin na structure. Kasi hindi tayo pwede mag-isip na engineer na, okay, pwede na yan. Magmukha lang siyang building. Okay na, i-design ko na. Kasi minsan, syempre lang natin isipin kung ano yung iniisip ng architect. Minsan kailangan natin isipin kung ano yung iniisip ng architect. Para makapag-communicate tayo kay architect na ganito pa yung nasa isip mo. So, what if yung size ng beam is adjust ko sa ganito? Kasi syempre, merong sariling pag-iisip ang architect, merong sariling pag-iisip yung engineer. Syempre tayo, meron tayong mga sariling standard. And of course, yung sarili nating standard, sumusunod din tayo sa standard ng sinet ng mga codes. And yun nga, ang goal nga natin is kasi mapalaki yung floor area, 'di ba? Yung floor area ng ating um science and technology building. So, kung palalakihin natin yung ating science and technology building, we have to add new elements or mga new rooms, gano'n. So, mahalaga na ma-discuss natin siya ngayon pa lang eh. Okay sana kung meron na tayong binigyan na sa atin yung plano, gano'n, na parang kunwari yung vertical plan kay Sir Peralta ba yun? That would have been easy for us. Pero dahil wala tayong gano'n, we really have to think the concepts ourselves. So, dito kasi sa pinangkunan ko na building, so this is my inspiration building nga. So, parang hindi naman 'to senior high building. So, ang concept natin is senior high school na science technology building. This is college eh. So, this is from university. So, paano itong building na 'to? It is just a part, no? It is just a part of parang part ng college ko. This is the College of Science and Technology. Ganun. So, parang building lang siya. Parang isipin niyo sa UP gano'n, merong mga school of hindi ko alam eh. Sabihin natin College of Architecture, gano'n. Meron siya sariling building. O kaya College of Business. So, parang same principle college. Pero tayo kasi senior high school building. Although, pwede mo naman i-argue na merong senior high building. 'Di ba? Merong senior high building sa isang university. So sabihin natin si NU, gagawa siya ng sariling senior high building. So part pa rin siya ng NU Fairview, pero kumbaga, this is the senior high school building. Ayun, tapos sinabi ko lang din dito is, yung sa inspiration ko is this building is a 5-story structure. So, kung i-adapt natin to sa SHS context, so this will be the, for the ones taking the STEM strand. So, kung makapansin nyo din sa architectural design ng building is, ito siya. Papapansin nyo yung design niya is walang concrete sa labas na, walang concrete sa exterior. So, I think yung ginamit dito na design is the curtain wall facade system. So, kung mapapansin nyo, nakikita mo kung ano yung nasa interior ng building eh. So, maganda yon nakita mo yung interior ng building para makita mo or ma-recognize mo na ano ba talaga yung purpose ng building na to. So, sabi is the ground floor is noticeably smaller to make way for the upper floors, which consist of classroom, laboratory, open areas, etc. Ayun lang. So, I recommend to conduct further research on the design shown here. So, paano ba natin ma-incorporate yung curtain wall facade system? Ano? So, kumbaga ang POV ko dito is wala talaga alam sa architecture. Tapos, ano yung nag-occupy sa upper third floor? So, ang nag-occupy dito is yung mga laboratory. So, example, chemistry, biology, physics, nursing, computer science. Ito yung from the concept taken directly dun sa science and technology building for the university setting. Pero kung i-adjust or i-akman natin siya sa senior high school, so wala pa naman silang nursing, wala pa naman silang astronomy, wala pa naman silang computer science. So pwede nating sabihin na robotics lab, ganun, okay, computer lab, electronics lab, so on and so forth. Kasi ito yung mga tinuturo sa senior high school na curriculum na possible. Again, further research is necessary here for the write-ups as well as the parang alamin ko ano yung required dimension for each laboratory and ano yung mga kailangan na gamit for each lab. So example, sa chem lab, kailangan pala ng fume hood. So, maganda na ilagay yung chemistry lab sa upper floor. Nang sa ganun, makalabas agad sa open air yung chemical na dadaan or lalabas sa ating fume hood.